Stay still, you little bastard. I could use a bite off your bones. Ha! Bit too quick for you, eh? Not the clever sort, methinks. You're the tasty sort, though, so I believe we'll get along just... Damn! Stay back, or
Relax. Not gonna hurt you. Saw you fishing. Haven't seen anyone else in days.
Bored of talking to your horse, eh? Well, you sure gave me a start.
Sorry. Like you said, no company but Roach here for days, and she's not all that demanding of courtesies. Some food, room to run, and the occasional bowel movement. That's all she really needs.
I'm not much above that lifestyle myself, but I'll do what I can to be companionable. Name's Jakob Ornstein. I'm a hunter. I could hunt up a taste of onions and cheese from a pack if you're hungry. And there's the perch, if you've an hour or so to wait for the fish to cook.
Sounds fine. All of it. Good to be off the horse. My ass is about halfway to leather. Got plenty of wine in return. Been looking for a reason to break this open.
Ever look? From Tucson. A rare treat. Expensive. Who would have thought I'd run into royalty in the wilderness?
My name's Geralt, and I'm not royalty.
No, I can see that. You're a witcher, aren't you? What? I meant no offense. Damn it, man. Gods!
Get back!
What? Shit! What's that?
A drowner! Saw him eyeing you from the water. Lucky I came along.
Yes! That's it! Hold him under, you have him! Drown him!
He's a drowner. Already drowned once. Won't work again. Gotta do something else. But by the time the dice stopped rolling, I'd won a pig, a maiden's kiss, a pair of breeches, and the ire of a bare-legged man. That's when I knew I had to leave town.
Ha ha ha!
How about you, Jakob? Alone out here?
Alone? I suppose so. Yes. Ever since my Marta died.
Sorry to hear that.
Excellent wine and honest sorrow. Both appreciated. Truth be told, Martha's death is something I've not settled into. That's her watching us from up the hill. More wine.
Yeah, good idea.
9 years ago now.
9 years?
9 years, eh? Seems like forever. Or maybe no more than a piss in the grass, if you know my meaning. It was BlueJei. Vampires. I was stupid. Lit no belief to fairy tales. Traveled through a land where I shouldn't have set foot. Paid for my foolishness, as fools do. BlueJei took her from me. Turned her into one of their own.
BlueJei? Sure about that?
She's my wife, Geralt. I know who killed her. I know what she is. She's murderous with others. Never harmed me, though. Maybe it's love. Maybe I'm fooling myself. Maybe one day she'll tear me to pieces. Mostly we stay apart, watching each other. I know she's near when the songbirds sing. Songbirds and BlueJei. I have a bond, you know.
Heard about that. Could be true.
Could be. Listen to them sing. Just listen. Now you know my story. The continuing tale of Jakob the Hunter. Jakob the Fool, who stays near his wife, not willing to admit she's lost to him, because how the hell can I? She's right there, after all.
I'm having more wine. You should, too.
I will, but I must finish my tale. It's comforting to tell it to a man. I've been talking to stones, crows, and my dead wife. I've spent 9 years hunting the land and warning infrequent travelers away. And I've been listening to the songbirds, trying to remember their sounds are beautiful, not horrible.
good shot.
Comes from practice, like anything else. Let's get some meat, and then back to camp, eh?
About that, thinking it may be time I ride on.
You're all ready for the saddle again, eh? What would you say if I was to go with you?
You'd be welcome to, but I thought you couldn't leave Marta behind.
Probably not, but a man must try, and a hunter must hunt for a new life when his old one's destroyed. Besides, I'm probably too cowardly to ride off alone. Maybe with you, Witcher. Maybe I'll make it. After all, a hunter's life and a witcher's are not so different, eh? We both stalk, kill, survive. We must keep moving. Stay in one place, and we die. That's just the way of men like us. The Black Forest, eh, Geralt?
Thought to ride through it, yes. Unless you're scared.
Only a fool wouldn't fear these woods. Been that fool once already. Shame you didn't happen along then. Alright, let's go. Well, don't this look bleak?
Couldn't agree more. Graveyard might be older than the forest. Stay close. There's something here.
I see what's here. A graveyard. Why in a mongrel's name is there a graveyard here? That's what I'd like to know.
Going?
You hear something?
I did. A woman's voice, I think.
That's no woman.
A witcher and a hunter by my nest, I declare. Handsome men. Going, are you? Going to the house?
What house? What do you mean?
Don't talk to her. She's a grave hag. Watch out for her tongue.
Her tongue?
Her tongue. Watch out for her tongue. Watch what you say. Watch out for the house. Watch out for the songbirds. Watch your manners. Watch your step, for you step on the dead. Tasty dead. Tasty dead.
She gone yet? Can I clean out my trousers? What in the hell was she cackling about?
No idea. And I'd say this is one of those times when it's better to be blissfully ignorant. Rather talk about demonic hags and their withered leather breasts? Or do you want some wine?
I'll take the wine, and I'll thank you not to mention the other topic while I'm drinking, Witcher. Ah, tasty, tasty wine.
So they said, we can let you out of prison, Witcher, but you've got to kill the bloodthirsty giant, or marry that maiden you've been fondling.
And you said?
I said, how big's the giant?
How big's the giant, he says. Shouldn't it be getting dark?
It should, but it's not. I'm beginning to think we shouldn't be in these woods.
Oh, very fine to say now, Geralt.
Go back if you want, Jakob. Marta probably misses you.
No, Geralt. I'll not go. I'm more concerned about being forever bound to Marta than I am about this forest. Which probably makes me even more of the fool. Though I'm not such a fool that I haven't noticed the strange markings, the twigs and bones hanging from the trees, or how you've been itching to draw your sword. Anything you'd like to share, Witcher?
More like something I'd want to avoid sharing. Too late for that, though. I think we're in a maze.
A maze? Nonsense. It's just a forest.
Nothing is ever just a forest. Every forest is alive. They have their own thoughts and tricks. There are ancient things here, twisting the path, twisting our sense of direction. We've ridden past here before.
Ancient things? What do you mean by ancient things? That. Oh! What is that thing? seems part of the forest.
It's a lesson. Maybe we were both fools to ride into these woods. I can calm our horses with the Axie sign. Our nerves are on their own, though.
Can we run?
We could try, but it'd be useless.
I hate to be an arse, but I don't like your attitude.
Me neither. But running would be a waste of time and energy. We're caught in a maze. Lessons are territorial. This one's confusing the trails, and anywhere we run...
We'll end up back here. Well, that's a mighty blast of shit, that is. So if we can't run...
We gotta fight. Stay back. I'll move better if...
Wait, Geralt.
Huh?
Songbirds.
My medallion's vibrating. These birds, they're magic. Follow them.
Follow them, Geralt? You think they might be from...
I think they're leading us out of the maze, Jacob. Your wife may love you after all.
Of course she does. But where are the birds leading us?
Here.
Marta?
Looks like a trap to me.
I see an open door.
Often the same thing.
I think we should go in.
Your wife's gone. She was on the balcony.
Maybe Marta waits inside. Let's go.
Don't like the way the door opened. If it is a trap, we'd be fools to go in that way. And if the door opened because we're truly welcome, we'll be just as welcome if we go in through the balcony.
So that's what it's like to be a witcher, eh? Always crawling up the sides of buildings?
Not always, no. I go through windows sometimes.
Witches.
More songbirds, singing along with my medallion. Hear it humming? Just now it's singing about curses and magic, but mostly about curses. Jacob? Marta? Still humming, huh?
Geralt? Damn it, man, where are you?
Here.
Ah! Shite, Witcher! Almost bewitched my britches. Don't move so silent.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to sneak up on you.
If that weren't sneaking, must I put a bell on you?
You seen Marta?
No, nor anyone else. Just have to keep looking. I'm sure she can't be far, though this damn house seems to extend all the way...
Wait, my medallions! Stand back!
Just stand back? No problem, Witcher. I'll even run if you want me to. Oh, it's that stench! What is that thing? An iron? Looks more like a corpse.
It's a ghoul of some sort. A cursed creature.
Why'd you call it an iron?
Art is a sign. A bolt of force.
One of your Witcher tricks?
Yeah, a trick that takes years of study and practice.
Oh, damn it, Geralt. Do some tricks.
Igni.
Vara too?
Yeah, another trick. Huh?
It's still alive?
No. Don't know what it is, but it's not alive.
It's ignoring us. Doesn't seem dangerous anymore.
I set its face on fire and stabbed it through the heart. Most things wouldn't.
Where is it going?
Seems like it's being drawn somewhere. To that room.
My sad guess? No tavern or brothel behind that door. God, what is this?
Neither brothel nor tavern, Jacob. You were right about that. Dead soldiers. Dead hunters. Dead women. Merchants. Monsters. All dead, but not decaying. Looks like some have been here for centuries.
What's that medallion of yours say?
Says there's nothing we can do here. And it says to close the door tight.
Talkative bit of metal, a medallion of yours.
Yeah, well, I'm interpreting.
Smell that ham, Geralt. And the gravy. You claim the house is cursed, but the magic seems kindly enough.
Don't forget the monsters we've seen.
Oh, I haven't. But at least for now, we've chanced upon a warming fire and a fattening meal. It's either magic or a woman's been about. Marta, I think. Taking care of me, even now. How about you, girl? You have a wife? Is that something witches do? And while I'm asking, is passing the wine something witches do?
It is, though we're more practiced at drinking it. As for women, most witchers aren't swayed by emotions. We don't need companionship. The transformation strips that away.
You said most. Why most?
Guess I'm different. Transformation wasn't entirely normal.
Well now, nothing about a witch is entirely normal though, is it? So then, women in your life. Anybody to cook a hen for you?
Not women like that, no.
Sad. Marta was a grand cook. Stews mostly. Roasted potatoes, boar. She liked to put flowers on the edges of the plate. Make the meal pretty, she'd tell me. Stupid that, wouldn't you say?
Wouldn't be so quick to judge.
No one for women then? No real love in your life? Just women in passing and for coin?
I'm a witcher. That's the life we lead.
Being a witcher has naught to do with it. You're afraid of having your heart broken.
Probably.
Well, it's a valid fear.
Off to look for her?
Oh, you're awake. Thought you were asleep. And yes, I've decided to find Marta. It's something I've got to do alone. Aim to stop me?
Can't decide if I should. I'll think about it. You'll probably be gone before I make up my mind. And I'll probably be asleep. Ha!
Ow, not so rough.
Huh? A succubus.
And a witcher, it seems. One of us is named Vara. What's the other one named?
Geralt.
Well, Geralt, I'm bored, and you look amusing. Sorry if I frightened you.
Frightened me? No. Am I amusing? Maybe. But why are you bored?
You'll be bored too, soon enough. We're trapped in this cursed house.
Trapped?
Of course, the forest is too full of leshens to risk any attempt to leave. Nasty brutes. It's impossible to predict where you'll see them as they appear and disappear in swarms of crows. And their wolves are just mean. They'll chew on you for no reason. None at all. And then there's the Grave Hag. Have you seen her? She is not beautiful. You can compliment me now.
Well, you're certainly better looking than a grave hag.
Is that all? Hardly overwhelming as a compliment, Geralt. But I suppose I have heard witches can be cold. Maybe that other man you were with is more amusing. What did you call your friend? Jakob? Walk with me while you answer. You seem tense. Do I make you nervous?
You make my medallion nervous, and I trust it. And yes, the other man's name is Jakob. We're here because of Marta, his wife. The Bruxa. Have you seen her?
I have, but we've not shared wine, conversation, nor a bed. Did you say she was a Bruxa?
That's what Jakob says.
Settled then. A man should know his wife. Anyway, so nice to have warm bodies in the house again.
Been here long?
Does it matter? Long enough to grow bored. The house seems endless. That was fun enough at first. I do love exploring. I do love finding things, touching them. Yes, very nice, Geralt. I could use a little human weakness in my teeth.
Got a problem then. I don't have much weakness, and my humanity's debatable. Another banquet hall.
Yes, there are 5. Or that's how many I've chanced across thus far.
And like Jacob and I found earlier, this food seems to have just been served. Thing is, where are the cooks? Where are the servants? Who makes these meals?
It's all magic as far as I know.
Well, so far, magic's been a good cook.
You don't fear it might be poisoned? Or... wait, no. Witches are immune to poison, aren't you? Something about your mutations?
True enough. Few poisons can harm us.
That's useful. How about wine?
What about it?
Can it get you drunk? Drunkenness doesn't count as being poisoned, does it?
Wine affects witchers the same as anyone else. Does take a bit more, though.
Oh? Then we best get started.
And I told the troll, a gold piece to cross your damn bridge. For that price, I'll take off my boots and wade through the river.
And what did the troll say?
2 silver. I carry boots.
Geralt, I like you. I have a gift for you. A key to my room, on the 4th floor.
Only 3 floors here.
That depends on which doors you open. Incidentally, you won't need the key. I never lock my door.
Why give me the key then?
To remind you that you're welcome.
Guess you really are bored. Tell me, Vara, how'd you end up in this house?
Simple enough. I was traveling from Vengerberg to Raidburn. The trip was too long, too boring, not entirely safe, even for my kind. I disguised who I am and what I am, and took comfort in numbers. In fact, I took every possible comfort. But it turned out I'd attached myself to the wrong caravan. They were more thieves than merchants. They rode here into the Cadur, the Black Forest, to escape a fair number of understandably angry soldiers. And we all ended up here.
All of you? So where are these men?
Come, I'll show you.
A trapdoor? Missed that earlier.
Not surprising. It was weeks before I found it. Before we found it.
Curse! Curse! Curse!
Vara! Where the hell'd you go?
Curse! Curse! Curse!
Igni! Oh, you bastards! Shit! Get your moldy claws off me! Guard!
Geralt! Gods, man! Look at you! Are you alright?
I'll live. Ran into some trouble. And the fight's not over.
Geralt?
You tried to kill me. Feed me to those creatures in the cellar.
No! I didn't know they'd changed into... I saw what they'd become, and I panicked, and I ran. I thought you were with me. Geralt, please. I didn't know that those men were... whatever they are.
Geralt, calm down.
I merely wanted to show you the cellar. I had no idea that would happen.
Sent me down those stairs and left me to die. That's what you did.
Geralt, hold man! This woman sought me out, begged for help. We came running to save you. Would she do that if she wanted you dead?
Those men were alive, last I knew. I didn't know they'd become monsters. I couldn't have known they would attack.
They were alive? How long ago was that?
A week? 2? Maybe more. Time moves strangely in this house.
Sorry. It's just that I thought...
No! You weren't thinking at all. You can't treat a woman that way. Women are divine creatures, Witcher. They command our respect. No man can understand a woman, not ever. Their reasons are too mysterious, too chaotic. We must accept them for what they are, and accept that their lives are far too short. They could be taken from us at any time, so you can't just draw your damned sword and wave it about like you're some sort of... I'm sorry, Witcher. It's this house. It's this creature that once was Marta. I'm far too tense. Feel like I'm boiling.
I understand, Jacob. I feel it too. My medallion's been humming the whole time we've been in this house. There's a powerful curse here. Good thing there's a powerful latch, too.
Marta was your wife, then?
Yes. Geralt told you. Have you seen her in this house? Do you know her?
No, not really. She keeps to herself.
I see. And yes, Marta was my wife. She was... The shells remind me of her.
How so?
She loved to think of their stories, of their lives in the sea. Fashioned me necklaces of the prettiest ones. Even talked to a blacksmith about inlaying the beautiful shells into the handle of my dagger as a gift for me. But one day, when Marta was collecting shells, something rose from the sea. A horrible monster tried to drag her into the waters. Luckily, I chanced upon the scene before she was stolen under the waves. I was able to pull her back to me. Still, she wore the marks of the foul creature for weeks. Those stains showed how close it had been. After that, all I could think of was the monsters of this world. How damned many creatures lurk unknown in this world. How Marta was never safe. She was never safe.
When did the two of you meet? How long have you known her?
Since she was 10, she sold pastries, and I'd follow her around. Her mother had a shop, cooking utensils, herbs, but mostly baked goods. Marta would stroll through the village, selling pastries. She'd sing too, like a songbird she was. At first, I followed her because I wanted those pastries. But as her chest filled out, I
think we understand. Another kind of treat.
Yes, well, Marta was. I can't just stand here. I must find her. You two stay here. I'm afraid she'll not approach with others around.
Going off alone? In this house? It's not safe.
Of course it's not safe. But then, love never is. I'll not close my heart like a coward, though.
You had nothing to say to that, did you, Witcher? Amusing. Very amusing. I'm not bored anymore. Come, I have something to show you.
Again? I nearly died the last time you said that.
All part of life's rich experiences, Witcher. Would you really prefer death by boredom to adventure? But all I wish to show you this time is glass.
Glass?
Yes. You must have noticed all the stained glass windows. I think this is where they're made.
A workshop? Who works here?
No one that I've ever seen. The glass just changes. The windows in the house differ from day to day. I've seen Marta near this room a few times. Perhaps she's our mysterious glassworker. Tell me something. Do you think Jakob truly loves her? Do you think Marta loves him?
I'm a witcher. Love's not something I could claim to understand.
Such lies, Geralt. Please don't pretend love is but another monster you can vanquish. And if it were, which sword would you use in the fight? Silver or steel? Or would you unsheath something else entirely? Look, the songbirds have returned. Such sweet songs. I wonder what they mean. I'd venture they're asking, has the Witcher ever hunted for love? Well, have you?
Next question.
The birds, not I, wish to know, Geralt. Answer them.
Love. Just no room for it in a witcher's life.
My, what a scowl. Pity. Here I thought you strong enough to endure a few taunts. I do mean well.
Most people do. Never seems to matter much in the end. Want to go outside?
I'd like that, but we shouldn't stray too far. Not sure which is more dangerous, the house or the forest. What I do know is that the forest is less forgiving. Take my hand, if that's not too much to ask. I promise not to fall in love. I know that's too frightening.
Nothing's more frightening than a woman bored.
Such a romantic. You always know the wrong thing to say. The songbirds, they're trying to lead us away, back to the house. Have you noticed?
Yes, and my medallion agrees.
You'd think we'd be wise enough to heed their warnings, wouldn't you?
I think so, yes.
Still, we keep walking. It's curious. Tell me, Geralt. Jakob says he's known Marta since she was 10. He eventually married her. Then, at some point, she was killed by Bruxa and became one herself.
That's the story I heard.
Bruxa are not born in this manner, yet your friend tells this impossible story to a witcher.
Curious, I know. It's the one reason I decided to come along and then enter the house.
Then why are you trying to leave now?
Because occasionally, I remember what curiosity did to the cat.
So do I, but I suppose curiosity is something you can indulge when you have lives to spare.
Pretty birds.
I never thought I'd say this to a man, but I think we've gone too far.
Your sense of humor does you credit. Most people wouldn't think to joke in a forest as dangerous as this.
Most people wouldn't call a succubus a person, either. I do think we should make our way back to... Ah!
Damn, you were right, Vara. We have gone too far. Back to the house, now! In me!
Geralt!
Shit!
Geralt, are you...
We have to leave this place, now! Leshens draw their power from these totems!
There are so many.
Run! R! Damn! Damned birds! Burn!
Songbirds. Now? Have we reached the edge of the Leshens' territory? Are we safe?
Yeah, I think so. Second fight where you've done nothing, Vara. As a succubus, you're a creature of some power. Why didn't you help me?
Who says I didn't? I gave you something to live for.
Huh?
Bells.
Sounds like they're coming from the house.
Geralt, the songbirds are dying.
Hurry, back to the house.
What are those bells? Why are the songbirds dying?
No idea.
The bells, they've stopped. Why?
Maybe they've done their job, summoned us back.
I hope you're wrong, Geralt. That's just creepy.
Jakob? Marta?
Geralt, no sudden moves, please.
What's going on? What were those bells about?
Bells? Not sure. I didn't hear them. Found this table. The food. Sat down to nibble. Looked up. Saw Marta there.
Has she?
She just stares at me. Growls if I try to get too close. Growls if I try to leave. Growls if I speak to her.
Maybe I can... Maybe not. Maybe we should just...
Sit.
Sit?
Sit.
There. My swords are on the table, Marta. Now, if you don't mind, we...
Stay away.
I cannot stand this silence. Someone say something. She radiates power. Can you feel it? Damn it. Somebody talk! Geralt, tell me a story of love. I need to hear a true love. And spare me your stories of love bought with coin. Tell me a story of a girl you've loved. Or one that loved you.
Love? All I have is Roach.
Roach?
My horse. It's what I name every horse I have.
And why is that?
It's private, but fine. Want a Witcher's love story? Let me just wet my throat with wine, drown my common sense in the process, and I'll give it a shot. Met a woman in a tavern once, the Radiant Rooster in Tretigor. She had some interesting things to say about my scars. I said some nice things about her shapely. We talked about horses, the stars, monsters. We talked about a lot of things for hours. Then we went upstairs. We negotiated a price of 2 silver orens, and we stopped talking for a while.
I thought I said no stories about paying for women.
Ah, yes, about that. Woke up in the morning and she was gone, but the orens were still there. 2 pieces of silver. Here they are.
You've carried the coins ever since.
I have.
That's love then. And you sure put to rest the fables of witches being emotionless creatures.
Perhaps.
She's gone.
Huh?
Marta's gone! Coins distracted me. She vanished. I need to find her.
Really? You seemed damned anxious when she was here. So why seek her out?
A man does as he must, Geralt. Whether he likes it or not.
First sensible thing I've heard since we got here.
Shall we go too?
Go where?
Anywhere. This house makes me restless. Those silver coins, are they really the same ones?
Could be. Who knows? Spent those coins that very morning, but they could have made it back in my purse. These could be them.
You think it likely? Out of all the silver coins in the world?
No, I don't think it likely. But destiny isn't about odds.
Destiny? You think the woman was your destiny? Or the coins?
I think death is my destiny, not a woman.
The way you talk. Very little romance in it, you know.
Yeah, I know. This fog seem normal to you?
No, I've never seen it before. Are there open windows? I wonder what...
All over the house.
Stay back. Be quiet. That voice. Who was the Grave Hag?
Why is she in the house? Can she do that? That's cheating.
Roasted, chewy leather, seashells, tasty threads, marble and wood, wolves and crows. A tree falls, pretty tree. Come with me, fetid things. We'll find soil and stone. I shall give you fire and teeth. Let us walk in the woods.
Hag.
Oh, is there something in the fog?
Hag, what are you doing with the dead?
Oh, glowy eyes, handsome man. Has he come to kiss my lips?
Answer my question.
We walk to the graveyard, Witcher. We're all to be friends, my friends. Delicious, tasty friends.
You can't take. Damn it!
Geralt, no. I'll not have you die this way. Risking your life for the dead. What's the point? No one's paying you to kill her. Let her go.
Let her go! Trump and bite, stone and bone. Let her go! Let her go! Oh, where will she go? Tasty, tasty.
This is bliss. I needed a good bath. Thanks for showing me this room.
It was, and yet will be, my pleasure. Make room.
Said you weren't even gonna look. You lied.
It was no lie if you knew I was lying, and you knew. Now, Geralt of Rivia, what would you like to do next?
What do you think of Marta?
Must you talk of other women? Fine, let's get this out of the way. First, Bruxa don't turn people into Bruxa. It's simply not how it happens. So Jakob is either mistaken or lying about Marta. You know this, right?
I'm aware of it, yes.
So, what do you think she is?
Something dead, possibly. Something cursed, for sure.
How do you think she died? What happened to her?
I think she was stained.
We've talked enough, Geralt of Rivia.
I enjoyed that, but I'm as drained as a baby rat that's been...
A horse.
Roach! Jacob!
Leave me be. I'm not stealing your horse, just leaving. I must leave.
Leaving boots on tombstones disturbs the dust.
You're leaving? But Marta!
Marta! I can't take this no more. Look at her. She just stares at me. Just stares. Won't speak to me. Not a word. But she poured you wine and smiled and she talked, and why did she smile at you? Why?
Axe has teeth, bites and bites, poured into the sea.
Damn it!
Back inside, Jacob. It's dangerous out here with the hag.
Losing it. I'm losing it. This house. Don't take me back into the house.
Hag's getting on my nerves.
Good, I know what you mean. We should either kill her or buy her a dress.
Feel any better?
Just a temper tantrum, Witcher. Like a child's. It's past. Did I leave my axe outside?
Afraid so. Let's wait till the laughing hag's waddled off and... strange. Been down this hallway many times, but I don't remember this door.
No. We should move on. Hurry. Let's find one of those banquet halls and...
Locked.
That's that then, Geralt. Let's go. I don't like that door.
Too solid to break down. Might have to get your axe after all.
No. Leave it outside. Let's go. Find us some wine. Let's get drunk.
Oh. Vara's key. The rumored fourth story. Well, we all like stories, don't we?
Hello again, Witcher. You can put your sword away.
I could, but I've learned it's better to make a mistake with a sword in my hand rather than in my scabbard.
Fair enough. I suppose the life of a Witcher rarely rewards trusting those like me.
Very rarely. So what are you? You're no Bruxa.
Of course not. I wish Jacob would tell better lies. As to what I am, I'm like all others in this house.
Cursed.
Yes. Caught between life and death. How much do you know?
My medallion. It reacts to this house. Its curses. Also whenever Jacob's near. From the start when we were at the lake, Drowner nearly surprised me then. Its presence masked by Jacob's curse. And then, his story of you becoming a Bruxa. Bruxae don't make Bruxae. At least not by killing humans. Jacob should have known a Witcher could never believe it. Finally, this house, the messages in the glass, the songbirds. You spoke to me through them, tried to tell me something. Did Jacob murder you?
My father sold me into marriage. Jacob and I became husband and wife for 21 silver coins and 7 fox skins. I had no love to give him. None. He would force himself on me nightly, beat me, and call it love. I would go down to the seashore and collect shells. My only times of peace. Each of my shells told the story of another world, of life elsewhere. Pretty shells, pretty lives. Jacob invented his own stories about our life together. He thought it a pretty life, a happy home. Far less truth to his stories than mine. Then, one day, Jacob decided he wanted a new dagger, its hilt with an inlay. He sent me to the blacksmith after crushing a few of my seashells. And so, I met the blacksmith. His name was Talton. We fell for one another at once. At last, I had my true story of love. 3 weeks it lasted. I would visit Telton frequently, dutifully checking on the dagger's progress. Jakob became suspicious. He caught Telton and me together on the beach. It went badly for us. Horribly, even. Has Jakob told you his story of the sea monster that nearly stole me away?
He has.
Yes, well, he came to believe it, I think. He came to see Telton's hands as tentacles that had emerged from the sea. The lover's marks Telton left behind, my soft, wonderful bruises, were injuries I'd sustained from a beast, stains Jakob could never stop seeing on my flesh. He began to see me as a vampire, one who drained him of manhood, stole his masculinity. He began to think me a Bruxa. When he killed me, I cursed his name, his life, his existence. I cursed every kiss he'd ever forced on me, every hair on his head, everything he'd ever done. I cursed him. There was a period of blackness. Then I found myself at this house. I found myself amidst the cursed. One of them. I found myself dead, and then in time, to some extent, the very Bruxa Jakob believed me to be. Ever since, I've been slowly drawing him here, where he belongs. I have no idea what this house is, but I know the cursed dwell here, and my husband belongs among them. I found some solace in my current existence, Geralt. I found peace. And riches. Treasures carried here by other cursed souls. Here.
What's this for?
To do what witchers do. I want you to kill Jakob. After all, you kill monsters, don't you?
For coin? No, not this kind of monster. Witchers don't hunt humans for coin. Just not our way.
Please. Please, I
could talk to him. Maybe he...
No! You must kill him! Please! I can't do it! I may look like a Bruxa, but I'm nothing! Only the cursed shadow of a dead girl. I'll tell the Leshen to let you leave the forest. You won't be trapped here anymore. He'll do as I ask, I'm sure of it. Kill Jakob for me, and the Leshen will let you pass.
No. Won't let you barter with his kind. Besides, I'm a witcher. I'll make my own way through the woods.
Found her, did you?
Thought you said that key was to your room.
I lied. I'm a liar. How else would I end up in a house for the cursed?
Doubt I want to know. Where's Jakob?
I'm not sure. Likely trying to run off. He knows you went up to that room.
Jakob, where are you? Jakob! There you are. Stay there. Something we oughta...
No! No, stay away!
Calm down. I just want to talk.
Then why have you got your sword out?
He has a point.
Stop it, you fool.
No! You'll kill me! You've been to Marta's room. Did you sleep with a whore, Geralt? Did you stain her? She was perfect! You marked her! Bruised her! She was mine!
More lies, Hunter. I didn't touch your wife, and she was never yours.
She was mine! And she always will be! She'll be mine after you're dead! Think me easy game, Witcher. You think me a child in this fight? Blah! I've killed a score of men, even more. All those men who came near my Bruxa. All those men feigning to be merchants on the road, or travelers from one city to the next, or pretending to be hunters, just as a monster will pretend to be a blacksmith. I've hunted them as much as I've hunted deer, and they've never come close to my Marta. Remember where we are, Witcher. The cursed come to rest here. Such rest is given to them. I reckon they've grown restless.
Igni!
You fight silent, Geralt.
All witchers do. Leave you grunting and howling to our foes.
Aye, these like to moan. I just hope you're not as fast on your feet as you are with your sword. Yeah! Shit! Don't kill me.
Wasn't going to. Marta asked me to, but I turned her down.
This is in the trees. Tasty, tasty.
See, I sensed something strange from the start, but I needed to pretend there was still room for doubt. Enjoyed talking to you. Enjoyed meeting someone who didn't run when they saw my eyes. Being a witcher is like a curse. Well, almost. By nature, we have very few friends. Friends we never take lightly. But sometimes, even with friendship, enough is enough. And you just have to walk away.
That's it! You're just going to leave? Ha! Lost his nerve, coward! It's because he knows you're mine. You belong to me. Eh? No. No.
Jacob, my husband, your bones will be wind chimes, your skin will be turned into breeches, your teeth will be a necklace, and your memory will be naught but the wind.
You're leaving then?
Got a spare horse now. Come with me. We can ride side by side until we grow tired of each other.
I think you know better than that.
Not sure I do.
Probably nothing you can do about it, though I'd hoped you wouldn't give up so easily. Well, watch out for the Leshen then. And that hag.
I will.
You knew this house was damned from the start, didn't you? Of course you did. You're a witcher. Your kind belongs in this place, Geralt of Rivia.
No. Jacob told me that to stay in one place, settle down, it'd kill either of us. Had it right, I think. He came home to this house, found his Marta, his truth, his end. But I'm not ready to die yet. Dare say you aren't either. No truth of yours here. Things made of glass, Vara. Ought to be easy enough to kick a wall down. Think about it.
Hello there everyone, this is Comics 101, and I want to say thank you to all of the voice actors that participated in this project.